hear me? Can you send me a comment or something? Oh, it looks like I have some people. So my name is Veronica. I will be guiding you through a flow 1. If you tuned into my class last weekend, what are days anymore? That was a bit of a more advanced class. Today we're going to be doing a flow 1, which is more holds and explanations of postures. Oh, thank you, Nicole. Appreciate it. Before we get started, I put a playlist link, if you have Spotify, in the description of the class that you can click on, and then you can play that playlist if you like flowing with music. Also, some props that you might need are for our first posture, if you want to grab a pillow, we will be reclining on it and it'll feel good on your back and open up your chest a little bit. If you have a belt or a strap, I'm going to use a belt. If you can't grab your toe and extend out, then you can use a scarf or something long. I've got a makeshift now that we don't have the studio. And if you think you will need blocks, I use my hydro flask and balance on that, but you can also grab a bunch of books and stack them up. Mac the other day used a can of soup, so you can be creative and grab what you think will work for you, or if you have blocks, that works too. I'm just gonna wait one more minute before we get started to let some people log on and let you grab what you need to, and then we will be good to go. Okay, it hasn't been that long, but we're just gonna go ahead and get started anyways. Okay, so our first posture, grab your pillow and come to a seated position on your mat. The soles of your feet planted into the ground, tailbone pressing down as well, and chest is lifted. And then put the pillow butted up against your butt. And with a exhale, release down over top of the pillow, allowing your chest to open. The top and the back of your head are going to touch the mat. Then place the soles of your feet together and allow your knees to fall out wide. You can bring one hand to low belly and one to heart center, or you can keep them down by your sides. You can close your eyes here, or you can keep your gaze soft. Just allowing your breath to come naturally, flowing in and out of your lungs. And then place a slight constriction in the back of your throat. This is called your Ujjayi breath. It allows you to elongate anywhere from 3 to 6 seconds each. Okay. Filling up your lungs fully, and exhale, pressing your low back into the mat. Your tailbone presses towards your heels. Inhale, biggest breath of the day, filling up your lungs, and exhale, release. Last one, inhale, fill up, exhale, allow your breath to go. And then roll over towards whatever side is most comfortable. Remove your pillow. We won't need it again. And then roll back, pulling your knees into your chest. Grab for opposite elbows or opposite wrists, making a little yogi ball. And then begin to roll back and forth, allowing your entire spinal column to touch the floor at some point. Just getting some movement in your spine. And then Plant your knees, your hands on your knees, and come into tabletop. You can take a few breaths here, just wiggling around, taking any organic movement that feels good. Continuing those long inhales and exhales. Those are important to maintain throughout class. And then pressing your hands into the mat. Like you're about to palm a basketball, or you are palming a basketball, your knuckles lift up. We want this grip and your hands active throughout class. So pressing palms into the mat, lift knuckles, tops of your feet push into the mat, your tailbone points down towards your heels a little bit. With your next exhale, roll your spine towards the ceiling, finding cat, gaze at your navel, press hands into the mat. Inhale, open your collarbones, tailbone lifts, gaze at your nose. Exhale, finding cat. Inhale, low belly drops, tailbone lifts, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. 2 more. Exhale, you're really rolling your spine towards the ceiling. Chin pulls towards your chest. Inhale, elbows pull back, slight bend in those elbows, gaze at your nose. Last one, making it your biggest stretch in cat. Inhale, open your collarbones, pull elbows towards your knees. And then find that neutral spine. You can wiggle around here and then curl your toes under, press your tailbone towards the sky, downward facing dog. This is your first downward facing dog of the day, most likely. So you can bend your knees, you can sway hips from side to side, whatever you would like to do. Just finding some organic movement. Getting that stretch. And then begin to find some stillness, engaging your fingers like we just did, pressing palms into the mat. Your arms are long. We're pulling our armpits towards each other, so we're rotating our arms in, spreading the skin between our shoulder blades. Our tailbone lifts towards the sky, but also tucks down towards our heels. Pressing heels into the mat, lift your toes. It's okay to have a bend in your knees. Your spine is long, your hips are high, you're gazing at your navel. Finding a few breaths here, engaging legs and arms. One more breath, filling up your lungs. Exhale, bend your knees, travel to the top of your space. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, pressing hands into the mat, your chin pulls in. Inhale, lift your chest, arms come above your head for upward salute. And exhale, find Tadasana. So I want to talk about Tadasana real quick. So you plant your big toes together, you have a slight gap between your heels. And usually we dump into our lumbar spine, our low back. So we want to press our tailbone towards our heels, which will lift your hip points up towards your rib cage. Then your shoulder blades will fall down your back and you'll feel your legs engage if you pull kneecaps up towards hips as well, and hands will be by your side. So this is mountain pose. So finding that stance, that engagement in your legs, tucking that tailbone down, pressing heels down, inhale, arms come up above your head, gaze at your thumbs. Exhale, forward fold, chin stays out all the way down, and then chin rolls in for forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, hands sweep high above your head, gaze at your thumbs. Exhale, hands by your side, Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, arms sweep high, tucking that tailbone down. Exhale, forward fold, continuing to press tailbone towards your heels. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, upward salute. Exhale, hands by your side. We'll do one more. Inhale, gazing up, chest lifts, look at your thumbs. Exhale, forward fold, navel to spine. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hands come high above your head. And exhale, Tadasana. Inhale, hands sweep high, gaze at thumbs. Exhale, chest is forward, chin points forward, curl in. Inhale, halfway lift. This time, stepping your feet back, finding plank. We want to rotate our inner thighs up towards the ceiling, point our heels back. Our chest is lifted and we're gazing slightly forward. Pressing heels back, inner thighs up, pulling hip point up towards rib cage. Finding one more breath here, engaging. And then exhale, lower down onto your knees. So I'm sure a lot of you know Chaturanga, but I'm going to demo a few options and modifications before we get started so that you know as we go through class. So normally we will be going from halfway lift, forward fold, and then you can step back and go straight into downward facing dog. You don't even have to do a Chaturanga. Or you can take it from your knees. So you'll be on your hands and knees. You'll hinge your shoulders over top of your wrists and exhale to lower all the way down. Inhale up into Cobra, gazing at your nose. Exhale down. Inhale into tabletop, and then find downward facing dog. Or you can take it from high plank, which same thing, inner thighs rotate up, pressing heels back. Inhale to hinge shoulders over top of your wrists. Exhale to lower. Inhale, upward facing dog, gaze at your nose. Exhale, downward facing dog. So those are our options as we move through class. You can pick whichever one benefits you the most. If you're trying to build strength right now, I recommend going from your knees, but do whatever feels best. So going through our first Chaturanga class, pick your poison, either high plank, low plank, or downward facing dog. Inhale as a class, hinging. Exhale, lowering to 90. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Taking a breath here, pressing hips high, spreading inner thighs to the back of the room. Finding one more breath here, gaze at your navel. Exhale, bending your knees, look forward, walk your feet to meet your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hands sweep high above your head, gaze at your thumbs. Exhale, Tadasana. Inhale, hands reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back into your plank and go through your Chaturanga from your knees or from high plank. Inhale to find upward facing dog. Exhale to find downward facing dog. Taking a breath here. Trying to maintain those long inhales and exhales. Exhale, bending your knees. Travel to the top of your space. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, hands sweep high. Exhale, hands by your side. One more. Inhale, lifting, gazing at thumbs. Exhale, forward fold, chin tucks in. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back, Chaturanga. Moving with your own breath. Finding downward facing dog. Taking a moment here, finding those long inhales and exhales if you've lost them. Feeling your breath travel up your spine, pressing hands and heels into the mat. So you should feel pretty warm now after those sun A's. That's why we do them, to warm up our body before we put it in any weird shapes. There, next, inhale, your right leg reaches high towards the sky. Exhale, plant your foot between your thumbs at the top of your space. This is your lunge. Your left heel will be off of the mat, and we're trying not to collapse our chest onto our leg. Press your foot actively into the mat and lift up out of that hip crease. Your chest is open. With an exhale, pyramid, straighten your right leg, chin points towards your shin. Inhale, open up into lunge. Exhale, hips back, pyramid. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, pyramid. One more. Inhaling to lunge, to hold. Open your chest, feel your legs engage, pull inner thighs together. Exhale, pyramid. Try to keep your spine long, chin points towards your toes. Planting your hands around your right foot, bend right knee and step it back to meet left and go through chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog with a bend in your elbows. Exhale, downward facing dog. Finding a breath here. Inhale, left leg extends long. Exhale, plant your foot between your thumbs. Finding that lunge again, pressing all four corners of left foot into the mat, lifting out of that hip crease. Your chest is open. Exhale, pyramid, straighten left leg, extend chest along that leg. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, pyramid. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, pyramid. Inhale, open your chest, bending into that left leg, holding here. And exhale, find that pyramid to hold, extending, laying your chest on top of your left leg. You can do tongue towards, or tonsils towards toes, or chin towards shin, whichever tongue twister you want to do. Finding one more breath here. Planting your hands into the mat, bend left leg, step it back to meet your right, and chaturanga. Meeting in downward facing dog, whichever way you choose to get there. Breathing here, pressing hands and feet into the mat. Your legs and arms are active. Spine is long. Try not to eat your hair. Exhale, bend your knees, travel to the top of your space. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hands up high above your head, upward salute. Exhale, Tadasana. Now I'm going to face you guys. We are going to do our first balancing posture, which is tree pose. So planting left leg first, really ground it down, all four corners of your feet press down into the mat. Pull kneecap up towards hip crease. And then you can have your hands on your hips. Lift your right leg up, and you can either kickstand your toes and stay here. You can bring it to your calf, or you can lift it all the way up into your hip crease. And then you can bring hands to heart center. You can grow branches if you want, whatever works best with you. We want to actively be pressing our left foot into the mat, and then our right foot is also pressing into our left leg, and left leg's pressing back. So you're creating a lot of compression there, and that will actually help you stabilize. Pointing tailbone down, navel sucks to spine, chest is lifted. Finding one more breath here. Actually, we'll do one more breath. And exhale, release your right leg down to the mat. Switching out our legs, plant right leg firmly down. Inhale, your left leg matches sides. So either kickstand up towards your calf or bring it up to your hip crease. The choice is yours. We want to avoid placing our foot on our knee. Our knee doesn't move laterally. It's not supposed to, so try not to put that pressure on it. We do want our hip open. If you had hands at heart center, do so on this side as well. Or if you want to grow branches, you are more than welcome to do that. If you want to try your balance, you can gaze up towards the ceiling. You can close your eyes. It's really hard to do. Just finding that breath and staying in the posture. One more full inhale. And exhale, release your left foot. Maybe wiggle out your hips. I'm going to turn to the side. Planting your feet. Inhale, hands reach high above your head. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or float back. Chaturanga. Keeping your chest elevated. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg goes high. Exhale, knee to nose, pull in. Inhale, extend it. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to left elbow across your body. Inhale, three-legged. Exhale, plant your foot between your thumbs. Pivot your left heel down and inhale, warrior two. So we want heel to arch alignment. So right heel intersects left arch. Bending our right leg deeply, knees stacks on top of your heel. Arms create one long line together. We're gazing over our right middle finger. We want to press the outer knife edge portion of our left foot into the mat so that our arch is still intact. We don't want to collapse in. So we're going to hold this for a few breaths. Sinking as deep as you can, pulling your inner thighs together, pointing your tailbone down towards the space between your legs. Sinking a little bit deeper. Then inhale, flip your palm, reverse warrior. Gaze at your right hand as it paints the ceiling. Pressing that right leg, you're still in that deep lunge with your right leg. Finding that side body stretch here. Inhale, warrior two. Wiggling your left foot forward a few inches. Arms are still at a T. Both legs are straight but not hyperextending our knees. Press left hip back, right hand reaches forward. This is the time you can find a block, which would be water bottle, or you can grab for big toe, or plant your hand on the inside of your right foot. Inhale, left arm goes high. We're pulling with our hand on our toe. Our inner thighs pull together. We're opening our chest. We're creating triangles with our legs, with this area. And we're trying to wrap our chin towards our shoulder. Pressing both feet into the mat. Gazing up. One more breath. And exhale, release, lifting up into warrior two. And then find five pointed star, toes out, heels in, arms out wide. And then point your toes in, pigeon-toed or straight out in front of you. Hands come to a T. Rooting your tailbone down, inhale, your chest lifts. Exhale, forward fold, wide-legged forward fold. You can plant your hands on the floor in front of you, walk them between your legs, or grab for big toes or outer portions of your feet. And inhale to lift your chest, and exhale to really pull in. So we want our hips to stack over top of our heels, our chest to move closer to our upper thighs. So if you rotate your inner thighs backwards, that will help create space for your torso to move into. Pressing a little bit of weight into the balls of your feet, pressing heels into the mat. Navel sucks to spine. One more breath here. Planting your hands underneath your shoulders, inhale, halfway lift. Bending your right leg, creep and crawl your hands to frame your right foot, step it back, chaturanga, meeting in downward facing dog, whichever way you want to get there. Finding that breath. Inhale, left leg goes high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale, extend it high. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, plant left foot. Open up, warrior two. I might turn. No, it's fine. Okay, arms are out. Gaze over your left middle finger. Sink deep into that leg. Tuck tailbone, lift chest. Pulling your waist a little bit smaller, so sucking in, navel to spine. Staying here, feeling your leg strength. Inhale, flip left palm, reverse warrior. Gazing up at your left hand, tucking your tailbone down, finding that side body stretch. Inhale to warrior two. Straighten right leg, wiggle right foot forward. Trikonasana triangle, press right hip behind you, left hand comes forward. Find that block or grab for your big toe. Right hand extends towards the sky, lifting your chest, pressing both feet into the mat, triangle. Pulling inner thighs together like you're squeezing a beach ball, lifting your chest, pointing energy out of the crown of your head. Inhale, lift up. Rotate, five-pointed star. And I'm not going to point my butt at you guys. So toes face forward or slightly pigeon-toed. Tucking tailbone, lifting chest, arms at a T. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward fold. This time we're going to take a twist. Can you guys see me? Planting left hand in front of your face. Inhale, your right arm goes high, lifting our chest. Trying to keep our sacrum, our low back flat. So if you press your sit bones back and lift your arms. Pressing feet into the mat, twisting your chest open. Exhale to release your hand down. Switching it out, right hand plants. Inhale, left arm goes high. Opening your chest, gaze at left fingers. And exhale, release, folding deeply. Inhale, halfway lift. And then creep and crawl to the front of your space. Planting your hands, step your left foot behind you, chaturanga. Taking a few breaths here. Allowing your heels to sink a little closer to the earth. Your knuckles still lift, your hands are still active. Long spine. So now that we did that flow, we're going to move breath to movement. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, extend it high. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, plant your foot, open up, Virabhadrasana 2, warrior 2. Taking an extra breath here to settle in. Really bend that right leg. Hands are out. Full exhale. Inhale, reverse warrior. Inhale, arms come up. Bring your right foot forward. Exhale, Trikonasana. Inhale, arms up, toes point forward. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, creep and crawl to frame your right foot. Step it behind you. Chaturanga. Downward facing dog. Inhale, extend left leg. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lift it high. Exhale, knee to the left elbow. Inhale, three-legged. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, plant left foot. Open up, warrior two. Sinking down, tucking tailbone, pulling inner thighs together. Take a second here. Full exhale. Flip your palm, reverse warrior. Inhale, warrior two, straighten left leg, wiggle foot forward. Exhale, Trikonasana. Inhale, lift up, pivot toes. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, chest lifts. Exhale, creep and crawl to the front of your mat. Step back, Chaturanga, or find downward facing dog. Taking a breath here. Exhale, bend your knees. Travel to the top of your space. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, hands sweep high. Exhale, Tadasana. Awesome job. So, second bouncing posture. If you want to grab your belt or strap or whatever you're going to use, now's the time to do it. So, planting left leg firmly, right leg comes up to a 90 degree. And either with peace sign fingers, grab for that big toe, or place your strap at the base of your foot and then extend it out. Try not to hyperextend your leg. Staying active, pressing with your toes forward, pulling with your bicep back. We're staying here for 5 breaths, placing your left hand on your hip and pushing it down, really standing strong. Two more breaths. And now with some strength, open up your foot to the right. Pressing with your toes, bend your elbow. You can stay here or you can gaze to the left. 5 breaths. Inhale, foot comes forward. Exhale, release. Wiggle it out. Planting right foot. Left foot comes up to 90 degrees, right hand on your hip. Either grabbing your strap, placing it at the ball of your foot, and extending it forward. Lifting it, bending your elbows, gaze at your toes, toes flex back towards your face. Two more breaths. Now lifting your foot, extend it to the right. Right hand to your hip, gaze to the right as well. Point your toes towards your face. If you fall out, that's fine, just try to get back in. Inhale, return your foot to center. Exhale, release it down, remove your strap. Good job. Coming to the top of your space, if you're not there already. Toes together, heels apart, tailbone tucks, core engaged. Inhale, gaze at your thumbs. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back, chaturanga. Using your breath to guide your motions. Those long inhales and exhales tell your body that you're doing all of this intentionally. That there's no reason to freak out. Inhale, right leg goes high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend it high. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, plant your foot between your thumbs. Keeping your left heel elevated this time, crescent lunge. It's okay to wiggle around for a second to get your stance. Our left leg is long. Our left heel is pointed up towards the sky. Right leg is bent. Hands come above your head. Pull and rotate your pinkies in towards each other. This will drop your shoulder blades down your back, sinking a little bit deeper. Knit your rib cage in towards each other. Chest is elevated. Arms are long. Sink a little bit deeper. You've got it. Now open arm twist to the right. Right hand drops back. Left arm goes forward. We want our arms to create one long line. We're gazing back towards our right hand. We have a tendency to hinge forward, so try to bring your shoulders back over top of your hips. One more breath. Inhale, arms come up, crescent. Exhale, hands come back, airplane crescent. Pinkies pull in, palms face the earth. Chest is lifted, chin is forward. Trying not to collapse onto that hip again. Lifting up and out, tucking tailbone down. Engaging those triceps. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, hands frame your right foot. Step it back, chaturanga. Or whichever variation you'd like to do. Heels drift towards the mat, hands are engaged, spine is long. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, plant your foot. Inhale, crescent. Same thing, 90 degrees with left leg. Right leg is straight. Trying to lift your heel up towards the ceiling. Feel that engagement in your glute. Whew. Hands reach high. Pinkies rotate in. Arms are long. Tuck your chin a little bit, like you're pressing your head into a car headrest. Sink a little bit deeper. Maintaining your breath. Then finding that open arm twist to the left. Hands are engaged, gazing back at your left hand or directly to the side. Shoulders stacked over hips, ears stacked over shoulders. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, airplane crescent. Pinkies pull in, triceps lift. Gaze a little bit in front of your mat. Pressing through your back heel, back leg is strong. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, plant your hands. Step back, chaturanga. From knees, from toes, or skip it. Whatever's best. Downward facing dog. So now we're going to flow through. We're going to skip the knee to nose though. So inhale, right leg high. Exhale, plant right foot between your thumbs. Inhale to crescent. Exhale, open arm twist. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, airplane arms. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, hands plant. Step back, chaturanga. Inhale, extend left leg. Exhale, plant it between your thumbs. Inhale, rise up, high crescent. Exhale, open arm twist. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, airplane arms. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, plant your hands. Step left foot behind you, chaturanga. Shoo. Breathing here, maybe an open mouth exhale, releasing some heat that you've created within your body. Now this is everyone's favorite or least favorite part of class. Lowering onto your forearms. We're going to take a minute long forearm plank. So the time has already started. Pressing your forearms into the mat, pull your elbows towards each other and press your arms into the mat. I just said that. So that your shoulders are engaged. Your chest is forward, your gaze is forward. Pressing heels to the back of the room, rotate inner thighs up towards the ceiling. Pull hip points up towards rib cage. And breathe. We're already halfway through. Embracing the shake. You've got it. We have 10 seconds. Keeping that form, tucking tailbone towards your heels. And exhale, release your hips down to the mat. Take a sphinx here, so pulling your chest through that number 11 variation we had with our arms. Gazing at your nose, stretching out your core. And then exhale, release down. You can place your forehead on stacked palms. And just take a second here, acknowledge your strength. Then return your hands underneath your shoulders. Press up into tabletop. And then take a seat on your knees. You can grab some water, do whatever you need to do. I'm going to demo our peak posture, which is half moon. So we're going to be blowing into this. So I want to explain it before we flow into it so you know what you're doing. I would grab your block or your hydro flask, or if you have a wall, we can use this wall. It will be helpful. So we're going to be coming from extended side angle. So your right leg will be bent, your arms will be up, your chest will be this way. And then we will lift our chest, wiggle our left foot a few inches forward, and you'll want your block to the outside of your pinky toe, but in front of your pinky toe. Your left hand will be on your hip, and you'll launch up for half moon. So you're rotating up like you're being squeezed between two planes of glass. You can't see me. Your left toes point towards your face. You're pressing right foot into the mat. And then you lift your left arm and you gaze at your left arm. Full variation is no block, but it is helpful to have a wall because then you get the full variation because you're pressing your back against it because our tendency is to hinge forward, and the full variation is to be completely open with your hip and your chest. So if you have a wall and can lean it up against it, that's awesome. So we'll be flowing into that. So bring your blocks or water bottles or whatever they are to the top of the mat and find your downward facing dog, and we'll go from there. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, three-legged. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, plant your foot, lifting up, same as before, warrior two. Taking a breath here, sinking deep, engaging your legs. We need them on line to hold half moon. Inhale, straighten right leg, 5-pointed star, hands out, toes out. Hands through heart center, lower down into horse. So we're tucking our tailbone, our knees are on top of our heels, and we don't want a duck butt. We don't want to stick our butt out. We want to tuck it down so that our back is in one line with our rear end. So, finding this posture and holding. Sinking a little bit deeper. And then bring your hands on top of your thighs. Thumbs on the inside of your thighs, lifting your chest up. With an exhale, left shoulder comes to your midline, twisting your chest. Inhale, center. Exhale, right shoulder dips. Inhale, center. Exhale, left shoulder. Inhale, lift. Exhale to the left. Finding that horse again. Inhaling up, 5-pointed star. Twisting right foot forward. Find warrior two. This time moving into extended side angle. Right hand reaches forward towards your toes. Tick-tock your arms. Extended side angle. So pressing left foot into the mat. Want one line of energy from our left heel out the crown of our head. You can press your right hand into your calf, or you can place it on top of your thigh so we're not collapsing down. We want to stay elevated with our torso. Finding one more breath here. Holding for your exhale. Inhale to lift your arms to warrior two. Wiggle your left foot, forward. Find your block, make sure it's where you need it, or move towards the wall. And then left hand comes to your hip, right hand on your block, pressing right foot firmly into the mat. Lift your back leg up. Then rotate your hip open, so your hips are stacked on top of each other. Left toes point towards your face, long line through your leg. Inhale, left arm high. You can gaze at your left hand. You can play with bringing your hand off of the block. If you fall out, just try to get back in. One more breath. Exhale to plant left foot, warrior two. Flipping right palm, reverse warrior. Stretching out that core and that side body. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down to frame right foot. Step it back, chaturanga. Downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale, extend it high. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, plant that left foot. Inhale, warrior two. Taking a second here, sinking in deep. Tucking tailbone, lifting rib cage up, arms are parallel with the earth. Inhale, 5 pointed star, toes out, heels in. I'm gonna face you guys, but your left foot is forward. Toes out, heels in. Exhale, horse. Driving your heels down, tailbone down, chest lifts. Planting your hands on your thighs, lifting your chest. Exhale, left shoulder to midline. This time holding here, pressing hands into your thighs, opening that chest. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, right shoulder drops. Holding here, driving heels down, opening your left shoulder towards the ceiling. Inhale, lift up. 5 point star. Rotate. It'll be your left foot forward, right foot back, warrior 2. Left hand reaches forward, extended side angle. Gazing at your right hand, left leg is bent super deep. I'll go this way. Pulling inner thighs together like you're holding a beach ball. One long line of energy shooting out of the crown of your head. Inhale, warrior 2. Finding your block, bringing it to the outer, like a foot in front of your left foot to the outside. Finding your hand placement or moving towards that wall. Right hand to right hip. Inhale, lift right leg up. Open your hips. Toes point towards your face. Right hand can extend up, gazing at right hand. Trying to stack shoulders and hips. Maybe you bring your hand off of the water bottle. Maybe you don't. Whatever feels best. Giving it 2 more breaths of effort. And bending left leg, warrior 2. Flipping left palm, reverse warrior. Stretching out that side body, that should feel good. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, cartwheel, hands down. Step back into your final chaturanga class. Making it a good one. Meeting in downward facing dog when you're ready. Taking a few breaths here. Letting your heels sink, pressing hands into the mat, acknowledging your standing practice. With an exhale, plant your knees on the mat. So wing them out in front of you. Sitting on your rear end. You can grab a sip of water if you want. And then we're going to start cooling it down, stretching out our legs so that we aren't as sore. Okay, so first posture is Supta Baddha Konasana, or reclined butterfly. So bring soles of your feet together like we did at the beginning of class. Release onto your back. Knees wide open, or you can place pillows or books underneath your legs if this is a lot for your hips. Allowing your low back to press into the mat. Your eyes can close, your gaze can be soft. You can bring one hand to heart center and one to low belly, helping you tune into your breath and sensation within the body. Trying to direct your attention to those things rather than letting your mind wander. taking a few more breaths here, grounding down into your space. With an inhale, bring your knees back together. This time, walking your feet out to the edges of your mat or your space and allowing your knees to fall in towards each other for constructive rest. Again, hand can be at low belly and heart center or by your sides. Eyes can be closed or gaze soft, allowing your hips, your knees to support one another. Begin to walk your feet back underneath your knees. This time, right leg extends high and wraps over left leg. You can either wrap all the way around your calf or just on top. And then with an exhale, your knees come to the left side of the room for a supine twist. Your hips stack on top of each other, your arms could come to a T or goalposts, and your gaze goes towards the right side of the room. Just allowing the stretch to come naturally, not pressing too far into it. Inhale, return knees to your center line. Both soles of your feet plant onto the mat. Inhale, extend left leg high, and exhale, release it on top of your right leg, either wrapping it all the way around your calf or just over top of your thigh, and then release your legs towards the right side of your body, allowing for that supine spinal twist, gazing to the left, arms at goalpost or to a T. Allowing your breath to come naturally. Every exhale, twisting a little bit deeper. Inhale, knees come up, releasing your legs, and then bringing the soles of your feet towards the ceiling for happy baby. You can grab for the outer portions of your feet, and maybe this is where you want to stay. You can grab for your calves as well if you can't quite grab your feet yet. We want to get our entire spinal column on the floor, so if you're pulling too much on your legs, it lifts your rear end. So try to relax that grip. Pressing up with the soles of your feet, your biceps pull down. Your elbows push into your calves as your legs pull in, creating a lot of compression, a lot of strength here. Maybe you start to shake. Finding one more breath. And then finding a big release, letting go of your arms and legs, allowing your feet to extend out in front of you. Arms come down by your sides, taking any final wiggles or movements that call to you before sinking into final savasana. Letting the ground beneath you support your entire body, relaxing every muscle, including ones in your forehead and your jaw. Eyes can close. Trying to focus in on your breath. Excuse me. This is the most important part of our yoga practice. So trying to stay here for at least 5 breaths. If you have time to stay here in Savasana today, I encourage you to. If you need to get on with your day, you can take a full body stretch, reaching fingertips above your head, pointing toes towards the front of the room. Like you're first waking up in the morning. And then exhale, roll to whatever side's most comfortable. Hips stack, head stacks on top of bicep. Whenever you're ready, press up to a comfortable seated position. I'm sure you all did awesome. Thank you for joining me today. Again, my name is Veronica, and yeah, I'm sure I'll be back next week with more classes, so tune in. And there are tons of awesome yoga classes on Facebook, on YogaPod's Facebook, so go ahead and take a look at those. Lots of awesome instructors. Hope you have an awesome rest of your day, and let me know what you think. Have a great day. Bye.